Welcome, geometry students, to class today on this Friday the 3rd. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're ready to learn some math today. Let's go ahead and get started right away with the announcements for today. First and foremost, if I can get this thing to work, first and foremost, we'll have a test next week. I'm not sure of the date yet on that, but we will have a test next week, so make sure that you're preparing for that. It'll be over Chapter 3, and I will give you more information on that next week. Turn in yesterday's homework at this time, please. Page 132, numbers 9 through 12, 16 through 18, and 19 through 37. Odd skipping number 25. Let's see, Anna, Abby, Sarah, and Kate. You guys have already turned that in, so do not worry about turning in your homework. Incompletes. Guys, no offense. I love y'all, but you're probably the worst class I have when it comes to the incomplete. So I did tell you guys you had until today to get them all turned in. And if you did not get them turned in today, they would turn to zeros. Okay, so this line right here, this line shows you, it shows where I've drawn the line. So everything above this line here are the assignments that are going to turn into zeros. Okay, so let me get a drink here real quick. Okay, so Jaden, you must take your quiz today, or you're going to have a 0 on that. Brandon and Hope, you need to turn in this assignment right here, page 110, 1 through 5, and 9 through 24, or you're going to get a 0. Jaden, Brandon, Jordan, Libby, and Hope, you must turn in page 117, numbers 2 through 14, and 17 through 25 today, or these will turn to zeros. And once they turn to zeros, guys, I'm not going to let you turn them in. My grace only lasts for so long, and I've given you guys a whole week to get these turned in. And the thing about math is this, math really builds. And so if you're not getting it turned in right away, you're really hurting yourself, because we move on to other math that's related to what we learned in the past. And it really hurts you to not have your homework done. Okay, so all of those incompletes need to be turned in today. And let's see what else we have here. People getting 5 points on their quiz today are, let's see here, Jordan Long, Sarah, Brandon, Martinez, Anna, Jaron, Katie, Hope, and Jabari. All of you folks have turned in the entire homework from Wednesday, and so you will be getting 5 bonus points on your quiz. I did not get Wednesday's homework assignment from Jaden, Jordan, Brandon, and Libby. Now remember, if you were here Wednesday, I know Jaden and Jordan, you guys were not here Wednesday. I'm not sure about Brandon and Libby, but guys, if you were here Wednesday, all you had to do was turn in what you got done in class, and that was an automatic 100. Okay, so please keep all of that in mind. All right, let's continue on here. Incomplete. The schedule for today, we're going to take a quiz, we're going to have notes, and we're going to have homework. Today's lesson is about proving lines to be parallel. You will learn 4 ways to prove that lines are parallel. The length of the video is 22 minutes, 58 seconds, so really not too long today to take notes, okay? Not too bad. Go ahead and copy down your homework for today, if you would, please. Your homework for today that is due Monday is page 140, numbers 6 through 21, 24 through 29, and number 31. So go ahead and copy that down, if you would, please, now. That is your homework for today, due on Monday. The name of the help video to help you with your homework is Lesson 3.5 Homework. Lesson 3.5 Homework, so make sure you make note of that. And the video you're going to watch in class today after your quiz is over is Lesson 3.5, okay? Lesson 3.5, so make sure you make note of that in case you want to rewatch it over the weekend or look back over that, okay? By the way, the reason I have not passed back out. I'm not sure what I typed there. Anyways, by the way, the reason I have not passed back the quizzes to people who have taken the makeup quiz is because not everyone has taken it yet. And so your grades are recorded on Sycamore. If you would like to know what you made on your quiz, you can look on Sycamore, and I will pass those out as soon as everyone's taken their makeup quiz, okay? All right, let's continue on here. Go ahead and pause the video now at this time, and let's go ahead and pass the quizzes out. And then as soon as everyone has a quiz on their desk, go ahead and restart the video at that time, okay? Okay, students, here we go. I'm not going to put the quiz up on the screen. I never want the quiz to be out on the internet because someone actually could be at home right now, not at school today, and they can see the quiz on the video. So I'm going to talk about it, but I'm not going to put it up on the screen. So here we go. Numbers 1 through 4. What I want you to do is list out, like number 1, I'm going to give you an answer to number 1. So go ahead and copy this down. On number 1, I want you to list out all the pairs of alternate interior angles. So let me go ahead and give you one answer. Copy this down. For number 1, one pair of alternate interior angles is 6 and 4. So in that blank there for number 1, you would put 6 and 4. Now there's another pair of alternate interior angles, and you have to write that in that same blank. So for every blank, I want all of the alternate interior angles. For number 2, I want all of the alternate exterior angles. For number 3, I want all of the corresponding angles. For number 4, I want all of the consecutive interior angles. Please listen to me, students. Remember, all of these types of angles come in pairs of 2. So if you're not listing them in pairs of 2, like 6 and 4, you're not going to get credit. Every one of these angles comes in pairs of 2. And listen, every blank has more than one pair of 2. In fact, number 3, corresponding angles, I think there's 4 sets of those, 4 sets of pairs of 2. All right? Okay. Let me get a drink here real quick. And we'll continue on. Okay, numbers 5 through 11. Now listen, I made a little mistake here on numbers 5 through 11, so please listen carefully. On numbers 5 through 11, the directions say, in the figure above, angle 1 has a measure of 100 degrees. And that's fine. Then it says, find the measure of all the other numbered angles. You can't do that. It's impossible. Unless, now please look at the figure, guys, up there at the top of the page. The only way you can find the other numbered angles is if those 2 horizontal lines are parallel. So for numbers 5 through 11, I need you guys to pretend that those 2 lines are parallel. Even though they're not, just pretend that those 2 horizontal lines up there at the top of the page with angles 1 and 8 and 6 and 5 and 3 and 4, all those angles, pretend that those 2 lines are parallel, okay? And you should do fine. If you know one of those angles is 100 degrees, think about it, guys. You know stuff about linear pairs. You know stuff about vertical angles. You know stuff about corresponding angles, alternate interior. As long as those 2 lines are parallel, you know a lot of stuff about those angles. You should be able to find all of those angles. Okay, the measure of all those angles. Now, number 12. Notice number 12 has a right angle. And I've split the right angle up into 2 angles. I want you to solve for x. For number 12, you should be able to write an equation and solve for x. Number 13, you have 2 parallel lines. You see those red triangles on those 2 lines. That means those 2 lines are parallel. So you have 2 parallel lines cut by a transversal. Those 2 angles there, 3x minus 2 and 7x plus 12, you should know something about those 2 angles. And so you should be able to write an equation and solve for x, okay? I hope you guys do really well on your quiz. With Mr. Hamill's, at Mr. Hamill's discretion, whenever he feels like enough people have finished the quiz, you guys can go ahead and start the video at that time. Please make sure you do your homework, guys, over the weekend, please. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me, okay? Have a good weekend.